All right, so here's how to start your business with $0, right? And these are all the tools that I actually use directly for all the businesses that I operate. It's pretty simple, and I'll be able to share my computer screen, my phone screen. That's really it, guys. Like four apps, and I'll list them out, and I'll explain a little bit more about each one. This is not a paid promotion of any kind. These are the genuine apps that I use on a daily basis. First and foremost, ChatGPT. Love it. You could use any other one. Gemini is also really good. Grok, I believe, Grook, whatever you want to call it, from X, depending upon how you feel about that particular individual. But ChatGPT, first and foremost, some type of AI assistant is necessary for the business. I spend $20 a month for ChatGPT, specifically because I think it's amazing and it pretty much helps me with everything, even in my personal life. However, you can get it for free. That's number one. The Notes app. I absolutely love the Notes app by Apple. You can also use another one called Evernote. But for me, the Notes app is just critical. It's just everything. Usually a lot of my to-do lists or thoughts, if I'm potentially driving or if I'm like talking with someone or in a meeting or maybe directly out of the shower, like I'll immediately go to Notes and I'll put the idea down. Super simple, super easy. The next is going to be Trello. Trello, all of my top things that I need to get done, like to-do lists and things like that, like that's going to be directly on Trello. And then the last thing, the most important, is Notion. Notion to me is like the best app that was ever, or service that has ever been created. It is absolutely brilliant. I run my marriage on it. I run businesses on it. I run all of the teams on it. We used to have very complex training documents inside of Penji, and it's no longer needed because Notion can do everything. And I'm completely okay with it living inside of Notion forever. The less is more model is probably the most important, so I would recommend doing less. And all these services are free. You don't necessarily have to complex things with crazy CRMs or crazy apps. Now, of course, there's going to be somebody on the other side of the coin where they're going to tell you and make suggestions on all these other things. But to me, in order to optimize your time and efficiency, there's no better, I guess, plan of services to use than those. So would love to hear your perspective a little bit more about how you use these apps. So drop a comment below. Now, here's the other thing that I think is also really important. I also use Google Drive. Now, what would be the reason for that specifically? To me, I created a thing that's called a master list. Master list has all of the important things that I need, whether it be logins, whether it be financial things, sales prospects, and so much more. From there, I take that master list and I only have to look at one particular thing on a daily basis, or at least on a weekly basis, because I can see numbers, I can see engagements, I can see business critical matters essentially there. And I have all team members basically funneled directly into these master lists. So I have essentially a Google sheet for each team, like a master list for each and every team. And then from there, the teams basically funnel their information directly into these. So I showed that on another video, or on the next video actually, I'm going to show a little bit more about what that looks like. But to me, the resources that are there, anybody can start a business for free today. And if you can't and don't know how, I just think you're either lying to yourself or you're lazy, respectfully, of course. So those are tools that I use. I truthfully don't use anything outside of those, with the exception of maybe Loom, but I don't even think it's worth mentioning it going into depth in this conversation, or at least this specific video. Thank you for watching so much. Please like and subscribe if I'm delivering any value. I hope I am. And if you have any suggestions on new videos, I would love to be able to make one specifically for you. Have a good day.